shirt. Very nice. I
There you
just I just took mine off tonight. I had mine on and took it off when I took a shower.
There you go.
There it is.
That's why you shouldn't shower.
Well, it had actually been longer than it should have been, so I I was needing one.
Oh, when you work from home, you can get away with that.
I can. It's odd to see Joe Beauclair without a baseball cap on
What?
tonight.
I
Have you
rarely
been?
wear a baseball cap.
You're always wearing a baseball cap on the Palaver.
Not always.
Did,
Yeah,
did you,
I'm-
Did you get your
work in New
haircut?
York?
Maybe that's what it is. You got your haircut?
a couple weeks ago.
Oh,
I'm
Jesus.
I'm trying to decide if I'm going to make up the extra energy usage by working from home by not having to have my dry cleaning done.
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah.
because dry cleaning's like what, $40 a week maybe?
No, it's not $40 a week. Oh, because you're wearing suits.
I don't wear suits, but I mean,
You
every day.
wear slacks.
How many
Yeah.
shirts you wearing every week, dude? Jeez. Don't they have like $1 shirt day?
No, not in Trophy Club.
Jeez.
Well, see, I dry clean just my shirts, but I'm doing dry cleaning every other week, and yeah.
I just iron. Which
Wow.
is a drag.
Yeah, it's a drag.
All right, so I see no evidence of Tom.
Can you dial him in? Maybe he'll join.
He's not showing up as online, so I mean, I guess I
Wow.
can dial him in, but
I don't know. It is early out there, on the West Coast.
Yeah, I'm gonna warm my tea right back.
Nice. Phew, I have so many things that have prevented me from listening to what I'm supposed to be listening to this week.
oh, really?
Yes.
See, I've managed to do that, but I haven't done anything else for the Palaver that I'm supposed to do. So,
Wow. It's funny. We joked around like the last couple weeks about how the Palaver was, coronavirus exempt, and yet we've been just as quiet now as we ever have been in the downtimes.
I blame.
I do too. But even my plan to remarket has gone south. So I have to maybe start that tomorrow. I'll start remarketing all of our old stuff while people are hanging around. But check it out. So I purchased off of Bandcamp. I purchased Gabriel Agudo's solo album.
Ooh.
It's pretty nice. I really like it. So of course I was really interested because of his work with In Continuum, and he also is the singer for Stephen Rothery's band. So
Oh, really?
yeah. So when Rothery tours around, this is the guy who's been singing for him for years. So he's got a new album on a Bandcamp called New Life. Unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, it's not available on any particular medium. It's just for download. But some really cool tracks, and he's got a video on YouTube for Free as a Bird,
Okay.
which is a terrific song. But at the last track on the album is an 18-minute version of Free as a Bird, which is orchestrated, and I'm pretty sure Stephen Rothery's playing guitar on it. It is epic. Everything is worth that last track, the Free as a Bird extended. So I'm digging it pretty big time. And then, I don't know if you guys noticed, but Steven Wilson released a new single as well.
I did partake, and I mean, he's doing his thing. It's a modern dance house mix, and he's free to do that. It hasn't quite permeated my archaic dinosaur prog rock brain yet.
Wait a second, Ken. Wasn't it just like 4 or 5 months ago that you were the ambassador of Neo Prog and
Permeating, sure.
Yeah, you started all this.
Yeah, but he's taken it a step too far. I mean, I think about the more, prognosticators in the bunch. I think of the Roger Waters, the David Burns, the Joe Strummers, the people that want to shake everything up. And I don't know, maybe Stephen Wilson when he was young was shaking things up, but now he's even making jokes of consumerism and specifically deluxe edition box sets. I mean, isn't that the end of the road when you've made that that joke? You're at the end of the act and you got to go rewrite your material.
So
Because
I'm
you're
sorry. Are you saying Steven Wilson's new single is making a joke about extended
The
version box
Deluxe
sets?
edition box sets, yes.
I seem to recall watching a video on Hand Cannot Erase where he was gushing in great detail about the deluxe edition version of Hand Cannot Erase and how spectacular it was.
yeah.
So Steven Wilson is kneeling at the altar of Roger Waters, apparently. That's sad.
Yeah, I guess. Well,
He bends over backwards to jump his own sharks.
it's yeah, I've only listened to the track 2 or 3 times in its entirety. He seems to be making a comment about how society tells us all the things that we should be and all of these things. But I did find it amusing. It's almost like he's biting the hand that can feed when he talks about deluxe box sets. I'm pretty sure I own one of his deluxe box sets.
Oh,
Actually,
do you?
actually, Home Invasion. I don't know if it's a deluxe box set. I slowed down my purchasing once I left my. I was all excited about buying CDs, and then I bought that Marillion one and left it in a rental car, never to be heard from again. Every time I sat down to like mess around and listen to Obscured by Clouds, I decided to research. So I was trying to find. This is the crazy thing. I was trying to find this one YouTube video about Dark Side of the Moon that I had seen before, and it's basically I don't know who it is sitting behind the board, but somebody is basically sitting behind the board of the multitrack,
Hmm.
and they keep like adding in bits and pieces and showing you all the different elements, and it's so freaking cool. And I've been searching so hard to find that, and I've been successful at finding about 675,000 videos about Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon, but I can't find that one.
Wow.
And it's most of them are exactly the same. It's just the same interviews getting rehashed over and over again. But
Hold on.
I just wish I could find that one. Maybe Joe has it. Maybe Joe has it in his deluxe box set.
It's a David. Is this one of those pre-recording kind of conversations?
I'm recording it, so this, could be the pre-palaver, the
Oh my
palaver,
God.
the palaver pre-show.
I mean,
I
I've never.
can't help but wonder if this might, in fact, be what we're looking for.
Is it in there? The
I
deluxe-
don't know. I just bought this weekend, so I have not had a chance to watch yet. I will put it in tomorrow and let you know. But I've seen what
You know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about, where they're sitting at the control board and they'll isolate out a specific track and then they'll
Yes.
bring in something else and say oh, and then we added this in, and you can sort of see how it builds from that. Absolutely, it's spectacular.
Yeah, and there was one video that I saw, YouTube video, and it was Alan Parsons and what's his name? The drummer, Mason. They're sitting there talking, and first of all, if you close your eyes and listen to Alan Parsons, it could just as well be David Gilmour.
Oh, really?
And they're talking about these things, and someone keeps asking them questions that they keep pausing and thinking about, and then answering questions, and it's all these great questions about like the recording process and all the things that they do, and then the camera cuts away, and they show the guy who's asking the questions. It's Dave Kersner.
Are you serious?
Oh, that's great. Oh, that's great. Oh, that's wonderful. What year was it?
I don't even. It was probably the early to mid 2000s. I think Kersner was recording the drum sounds, trying to replicate for his software company.
Oh, Nick Mason.
Yeah.
IK Multimedia.
Yes. Yeah.
I'll be your thesaurus. The Palaver Research Department strikes again.
Yeah.
Love the Palaver Research Department.
Let's segue immediately to episode. We're on a Pink Floyd thing. We can actually include this material.
Right.
There you go.
That's right. There you have it.
Speaking of all of your tangents, Paul, I was fascinated with the years 1970, 71, and 72, and I wanted to know what was going on, and that just led me to a tangent. But I'll do it in context of the song "What the."
Ken, are we going to look forward to a music theory lesson tonight?
I don't see a guitar.
I didn't notice.
No, I went to Costco for my landlord.
I went to
How was it
Costco.
there?
It was just sad and lonely, just me walking around with a cart and rubber gloves.
Were you purchasing rubber gloves, or were you using rubber gloves while you were walking around?
Ironically, a little bit of both.
Wow, good for you, Ken. Good for you.
But
That's funny. Go ahead.
I have to refill my little tiny bottles of hand sanitizer. What a fucked up world.
I was happy though. I was speaking with a colleague in Switzerland today, and I asked her because she had mentioned going to the grocery store. So I said, is Switzerland as messed up as it is here? And apparently it's just as bad in terms of, no dairy, no bread, no vegetables, no paper products. And it's like, I was afraid that was a decidedly American response, and
Huh.
I'm glad that that's not the case.
I did see a weird response that the logic of some people more in European or Northern European countries is that the young are more inclined to actually want to get it, I guess, because they think that they're getting over it.
What?
There were plenty of articles to the contrary that there was a reinfection documented. So that's probably stupid. But
Mm.
in some parts of the world, that the young supposedly were bold enough to think that they just wanted to get it over with, and get healthy.
And move on.
Well, that'll thin the herd out maybe in the
Yeah.
long run.
It's a little social Darwinism for you.
Yeah. It's amazing to me though when you think about. So I've spent some time thinking about this. That if you imagine like your grocery store, just the one that you go to, and you think about all of the meat that's in the grocery store, in the frozen section, in the butcher area, the stuff that's packaged, like there is just an absurd amount of meat available, and all of that meat comes from animals and farms somewhere, and it is just there's more than they could possibly sell in any one weekend, right? You go in Sunday night and there's still meat everywhere, right? There's some kind of meat around for everybody to get, and you think that is everywhere, right? It's in my grocery store, it's in your grocery store, it's in yours, Ken, and there's at least 7 grocery stores in a 10-mile radius of me that I don't go to that are probably the exact same. So you think about just the ridiculous quantity of animals that are butchered and packaged and put in the freezers and put in the refrigerated section for us to buy. And then you go look at a situation like this, and there's not even enough to go around.
Right.
Well,
It's horrifying.
I'm staying out of that conversation. Paul.
Listen, I got nothing against meat. I'm a meat eater. It does shock me though, the places where we get our meat and the large quantities of such. There it is.
There you go. All right, shall we get this over with, gentlemen?
Let's do it.
On this episode